The Life and Death of the Mayor of Casterbridge by Thomas Hardy.
In Chapter 25 of The Mayor of Casterbridge, we witness the next phase of the supersession of Henchard in Lucetta's heart. Farfrae performs an experiment in calling on her with some apparent trepidation. Conventionally speaking, he converses with both Miss Templeman and her companion, but in fact, Elizabeth sits invisible in the room. Henchard's smouldering sentiments towards Lucetta had been fanned into higher and higher inflammation by the circumstances of the case. He was discovering that the young woman, for whom he once felt a pitying warmth, was the very being to make him satisfied with life. Henchard's attitude towards Lucetta is one of coveting, artificially stimulated by maturer age. He is discovering that the young woman, for whom he once felt a pitying warmth, was the very being to make him satisfied with life. Day after day proved to him, by her silence, that it was no use to think of bringing her round by holding aloof, so he gave in and called upon her again, Elizabeth Jane being absent. Henchard proposes to Lucetta that they should marry, and she accepts. In return for her devotion, he promises to make her life comfortable and happy. Lucetta is overjoyed and grateful for the proposal, as she fears hard words from the people with whom she had been earlier associated. She had no relatives left, and with native lightness of heart, took kindly to what fate offered. Lucetta and her girl's passion for Henchard and Farfrae become more apparent every day. On Farfrae's side, it was the unforced passion of youth, while on Henchard's side, it was artificially stimulated coveting of maturer age. Elizabeth Jane, surveying the position of Lucetta between her two lovers from the crystalline sphere of a straightforward mind, did not fail to perceive that her father and Donald Farfrae became more desperately enamored of her friend every day. Elizabeth Jane experiences pain from the almost absolute obliviousness to her existence that was shown by the pair of them. When Lucetta had pricked her finger, they were as deeply concerned as if she were dying. When she herself had been seriously sick or in danger, they uttered a conventional word of sympathy at the news and forgot all about it immediately. Lucetta's situation is challenging as she does not have any relatives left. She fears hard words from the people with whom she had been earlier associated, which adds to her vulnerability. Despite these difficulties, she maintains a native lightness of heart and takes kindly to what fate has offered her. Elizabeth Jane, caught in the midst of this complex web of emotions, observes the position of Lucetta between her two lovers, her father Henchard and Donald Farfrae. From her straightforward perspective, she perceives the growing desperation and enamorment of both men towards her friend. This realization adds to Elizabeth Jane's pain, as she feels overlooked and forgotten in their presence. All in all, Chapter 25 of The Mayor of Casterbridge delves into the evolving dynamics between Henchard, Lucetta, and Farfrae. Henchard's sentiments towards Lucetta intensify, leading to his proposal and her acceptance. Elizabeth Jane, caught in the middle, experiences the pain of being overlooked and forgotten. Lucetta, lacking relatives and fearing judgment, embraces her newfound happiness. The chapter sets the stage for further exploration of these intricate relationships and the challenges they bring.